it's actually started. Did that tweet? Yep, I tweeted. Good job. Alright. Let's put this over on a different desktop. All right.
Okay. Are we ready?
I believe we're ready.
Good, because
We
my
are
glass of
streaming.
wine is over there. Like we are streaming?
We are streaming.
Oh, okay, great. Okay, I'm in check the stream mode.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yay,
Yeah.
vengeful cheetah.
We should probably check. Yeah, we should check the stream.
Do you?
I haven't heard of any of these bands. I would say at least
Oh
check
my
out
God.
In Flames Gesture.
What? Oh, Twitch, knock at the. Anyway. I'm checking the stream. Do you? Okay, stop checking the stream. Ask Avdi the question. Your app. We want to make a back end for a sample app that you were making for something. Do you have that running anywhere such that we could get a call with the trace?
Which? Oh.
For trace-driven development, see?
Well, yeah. I mean, I could fire it up in Android Studio. I don't have it on my phone right now. I don't think, but
You enjoy talking about that anyway.
yeah, I was gonna.
But can your computer stream and run Android?
Yeah, that might be a little rough. It doesn't really matter though, because
Okay.
Oh yeah, check the stream. I want to see how we're centered on camera.
Probably. I need to scooch my butt this direction. So today we want Dark to do something
Yeah,
that
that's
we
what I
like
thought. I'm
actually know how to do.
Let's scooch this a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, good. Also, this terrible t-shirt looks terrible on me, but I kind of like the t-shirt anyway.
There we go. Do we have audio? That's my big question right now. Just want to check that is actually true.
Yes, we have audio.
Does it sound good? Does it sound like it's the podcaster?
Dude, I don't know. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. What was it? So it doesn't really matter what we have client-wise because like it does. The client does two very boring requests.
Okay, so we can make a
I
REPL
mean,
for
we
those.
can just, well, I wouldn't do it.
Or
in
a
REPL.
postman.
Yeah, I do like a curl or a postman.
Okay.
The whole point is to prove that it's coming from something other than Dark. I don't want to have
Oh.
Dark calling itself.
Okay.
What do I need to? What's unclear about that?
Oh. No, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, because this is, okay, yeah. So if we have problems with origins and stuff, we'll see it. All right.
Yeah, I mean, so the thing that I was working on for a client, that has three parts. I would draw them if I had a thing handy, but I don't have a thing handy. But it has mobile client.
No, I'll clip your webcam on. It has mobile client.
Mobile client, and then back end, and then Square servers.
Right.
Handling payments. Back end does a few very few intermediary things between those two. And the part that I thought this would be so much easier in Dark than it is in AWS Lambda. I really wish I had a grogger for that. I don't know if you're
A what?
familiar. Okay, so in the Jewish holiday of Purim, they read the entire book of Esther.
Is that the Halloween one?
Effectively, it's not the same time of year, but yeah, it's the one where everyone gets dressed up. And every time they read the entire book of Esther to an audience, and everyone has these little noisemakers you spin around. They go rah, 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 rah. Every time the hated name of Haman is said, everybody goes rah, 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 on their groggers in the whole room.
Cool.
You
wish we
I
had.
I wish I had one for everyone. Every time I said AWS. Particularly AWS Lambda.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
You will be my grogger.
Today.
AWS. Allosaurus. Good. Okay.
Excellent. So the reason you thought this part would be really way easier in Dark.
Yeah, so
Then
the back
an
end,
AWS
the
Lambda.
back end, which sits in between the client and Square, or whatever your payment processor of choice. In this case, it was Square. I felt like 80 or 90% of the work that I did to get it working on Lambda would have just been like a no-op in Dark.
In Dark, you don't think about deployment.
Yeah, you don't think about deployment. It auto wires up.
Yeah.
If it auto wires up requests to code for you, like as soon as you have a 404,
right. So you don't think about
you
routing.
have a handler.
Yeah. Routing is really obvious here.
You don't have to figure out. You don't have to rig up logging just to find out what went wrong because you have the trace, right there.
Yeah.
You don't have to give your Lambda permission to write to CloudWatch.
But Lambda, you don't have to think about where it's running or how many of it is running. And oh my God, you have to think so hard about 80,000 other things.
Mm-hmm.
To get to that free from thinking about,
Including some things, and this was a surprise, including some things that I'm used to not having to think about when I'm rolling out to like Heroku.
Right.
Like logging. I don't have to think about logging when I'm pushing an app to
Yeah, you don't
Heroku.
have to go to a lot
it just
of effort
fucking
to
works.
convince it to happen. Yeah. Yeah.
And I can do Heroku logs and immediately start tailing them.
So this is a useful
Anyway,
use case for Dark.
today's episode is called "Keep Avdi from spacing out and ranting about AWS again." There you go. Yeah. I thought this would be perfect for it.
Okay.
So let's make a new workspace. What do we want to buy? Because I want to use a new example. We
want to buy.
We were donating meals to penguins last time.
Let's see. Can we buy mouth coverings?
Okay. Yeah.
We can get creative with that.
Yeah.
We can have a beak. Can I have a beak for a mouth covering?
Yeah. Do we have a better name than mouth? Well, mouth cover.
Well, the thing is that I really like the phrase mouth covering as opposed to mask.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, it
both
really should be
more
face
accurate,
covering though.
But we don't want to cover our whole faces. We want to cover our mouth and nose.
And nose is important.
Okay, breath covering. Breath trap.
Breath trap. All right. Okay, I like that. Now we're gonna get like the power thirst. Wait,
did you see in Animal Crossing they had a pleather mask today at the store? All of us immediately bought the pleather mask. It's like
that's awesome.
Totally kinky. My character's running around in that and a towel.
I want to get some
and a monocle and a Viking hat.
I want to get some paper masks and that we can draw scary faces on.
For breath traps.
Yeah, for breath traps.
Seems plausible.
Everyone knows viruses
my scratch paper's over there.
are afraid of scary faces. Do you want to?
I mean, if you want me to fold here I just have, I have very small, I could make a beak. out of two of these, I'm pretty sure. If I point it. Anyway.
Nice.
Anyway, okay, so we're going to sell breath traps.
Breathtrap.com.
Don't take it. Or do.
Or do.
Steal this idea. Yes, please. Okay. So our company is called breathtrap.com. And can we and can we make the request coming in? So
Yep.
we have a client. Actually, the front end team has given us the API that they want. They've given us an outline of the API to start at.
Yeah, and basically, I mean, all this needs to do. The other thing that I was working on recently, the backend handled exactly 2 requests. Number 1 was list the products that are available.
Oh, you tend to put your hand like right in front of your face. Number 1, the products, list the products. Okay, great.
Number 2, attempt to charge.
Okay.
And that fits in
So
with.
it's just list and buy.
Yeah, and so we can't like complete the flow today unless we actually have a mobile client, because like the attempt charge used a nonce generated by the front end SDK, the mobile SDK, but
Can't you have Postman do that?
no.
Can't we do it by hand every time?
No. Well, probably not.
By uses a nonce, you mean generated
By Square.
with okay.
So-
That's different. Not generated in the client.
No, it's
Generated
not that kind of
in
nonce.
Square at the request of the client.
Because the way they allow you to avoid having
we won't get that far
to be
anyway.
PCI compliant.
Did you
anyway.
tell the dark Slack?
Oh no, I haven't yet. Can you? Or
Yup.
Or are you gonna yell at
I will.
your keyboard too much?
If it gets that bad, if it gets bad enough, I promise to open the real keyboard.
So it's let's see, it's
The on-screen keyboard is.
breath trap.
Dark light. What's this one?
Okay, I really want this to be plural. Breath traps.
Okay, breathtraps.com.
Dash.
You really want it plural? Okay.
Avdi dash?
No, it was avdi-breathtraps.
Yeah.
.builtwithdark.com. Oh, curl. Okay. I've been wanting you to show me how to actually use Postman.
Every time I bring up Postman, you yell at me.
But you explained it to me. Okay, see, I lacked a theory of Postman. And I know I lack a theory of Postman.
Well, here. That'll certainly make it easier to repeat the same requests.
Yeah, I'm not going to yell at you for Postman. I'm going to accept my ignorance and try to absorb your relationship with it.
I've only just developed this relationship, so it's still like in the honeymoon phase.
I know how that feels.
I mean, it definitely takes longer to get started than
Where do you usually post this? General?
yeah. They're not high traffic enough yet to be like, no, don't post in general.
Yeah. Very friendly.
All right, we're going to create a new workspace. They call it workspace, which is good.
Yes, it's not project. Oh, in Postman they call it workspace? Okay. Yeah, dark it's a canvas. This is fine.
This is fine. Not a project.
Yes.
All right, and let's make a new request. Actually, yeah, let's not do it that way. Let's do it this way.
We are integrating with Square.
HTTPS :
Probably.
avdi-breath.
Enter. There, I posted it. Also, I will go to Twitter and retweet you.
Yeah, if we can figure out how to use the figure out how to use the Square HTTP API, we could maybe get the nonces that we need.
Okay.
I don't know.
avdi.breathtraps.builtwithdark.com.
I wish they would snag something shorter. There's so many wonderful new TLDs these days.
Yeah, maybe one of them is .arc.
Oh, that'd be great. All right, so slash, we'll just say list. No.
Hold still. List. Okay.
List products? Just list.
Just list.
List. Yep.
That's fine. Not list though.
List.
List.
All right.
Good.
404.
We got a 404. I love this about Dark. 404s are your friend. 404s are a victory because 404s land in your canvas. They like drop them in your lap of here you go. This is what you need. I love building from the inside out like this. So a fun thing about Dark is as I'm working with trying to describe development, and in particular learning a new language system as lowercase s science. Dark is a whole new game.
Yeah.
Everything the things that I expect out of a language in Dark are either, oh wow, that was way easier than anyone else, or oh my god, I can't figure out how to do this at all, what the heck?
Yep, it's always one of those two. But it's like, it's not the ones, it
different
flips.
from the other
Oh,
ones.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the windows are totally misaligned with like where you expect them to be.
You have problems
like,
where you don't
the
expect
holes
problems,
are
like
where-
typing. Like,
And
oh
we
my
don't
god,
mean static
please don't
typing.
push enter. Ellen watched us, and she was like, you push enter all the time. I'm like,
Yeah, I'm ending a line.
yeah. she's like, oh yeah, I get used to not doing that. Maybe enter shouldn't do much. Maybe it should just end a line. Okay. But that's a tricky one. Anyway. Right, so...
Ooh, comments.
Yay.
Already.
Oh, and you can actually see them. That's cool. Unlike me when I stream. Okay.
Yeah, so this is the Restream.io comment client, which means it feeds me.
Okay.
Well, normally it would feed me clients from both Twitch and
It's probably not even going
YouTube.
Stupid thing. Whatever. We have 11 viewers according to this thing.
Apparently, YouTube connection is broken right now. That's a shame. That's actually a problem, but I guess I.
Oh yeah,
won't
it's not
fix it
streaming
today.
to YouTube. Oh well.
Okay, remind me to download this video and post it to YouTube because that's the reason that I.
I will write this down for you.
Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, so we'll just switch this over to the Twitch side only since.
Oh, yesterday was Friends Half Day. Damn it. I wanted to celebrate that and I forgot. No, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friends Half Day.
Okay.
We can celebrate that.
Is that a school thing?
No, she's 12 and a half. They are 12 and a half. Oh, Ellen watches our streams.
Oh, yeah,
she totally
watches
our streams. This is how we get anything done.
Well, actually, I mean, when she said that, I think it was actually when we were pairing with her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, can we respond to the get? Let's list some products.
Yeah. So, get.
Ooh. Go ahead. I just had an idea.
What do we want to?
That's a strong word. Right, so we want to get some products. Yeah, let's return an empty product list.
Okay, I want to start a list here.
It's no. Please put it in an object.
An object.
Yes, a curly's. Put it in curly's,
Well, that's
and then
the
say
thing.
products :
Okay. Oh, okay. Yep.
Thank you. So a pet peeve: never return a primitive, including an array.
Okay.
Always return an object with an effing name for the thing you're returning. And that gives you the option to return like paging
More
info
stuff,
and status and errors. So never just return one thing as if people magically know what that thing is and you're never going to need any metadata because you always need metadata. There, I got to have a rant.
Good job.
Okay. You're right. Yeah, last time I went to Australia and it was during some fires and I bought a bunch of masks and then I drew on some of them and I wish I had those now, but I left them in Australia. I should point out that those are there. You may find them useful actually. Meanwhile, scratch paper. Ooh, 1099 int instructions for recipient. Oh, that's some good scratch paper. The cloth masks that we have.
All right, let's see. Name. Give me another one. I've started out with the classic Plague Doctor.
Okay. Other breath traps.
Yeah, I'm giving them like fancy names.
Like octopus beak.
Octopus beak. All right.
Creepy, right? Another breath trap would be.
Hang on. Let me.
What's the name of that Doctor Who episode where they have the gas?
How much does an octopus beak cost? I made the Plague Doctor cost $20.
You
possibly
made it cost
200.
20,000.
No.
Something.
Hang on. Now it's $20.
Okay. Do you want to give that a? You can live without the currency right now, Joss. Pretend that has a currency on it. It's currency. Breath trap dollars. Currency bells. Anyway, Nook miles. The octopus beak costs more than the Plague Doctor.
Okay. So we'll make that one. Let's see. $30. 30 bells. Make that 202.
There, is this what you want to draw on?
Yes.
Now we can draw on it. Under the Sea of Terror, octopus beaks are terrifying. They're like between all their tentacles on their bellies.
Yeah, I know.
It's the only hard part of their whole body.
Completely terrifying.
They're creepy, yeah. Okay, good enough. We have 2 products.
3. Need 3.
We need 3. 3 products.
Do you want to have that leather one?
Oh yeah,
Pleather.
the pleather.
Yeah.
Ribbed for her pleather.
Okay, how much does that one cost? How many bells?
2,500.
2,500 bells?
Cents.
Okay.
Bell cents. Bell. Why don't... Oh, yeah, this is dark, so we don't have to put commas. I wonder why it keeps getting more indented with each object.
That is interesting. I noted that myself.
That is not optimal.
Yeah, it's odd.
Can we put a return... Can we do any formatting?
No.
After the
this
comma?
This is dark.
Can you put a return after the comma?
I just tried.
No, that was before. Okay, yeah, I didn't think so. All right, yeah, dark. Fix that. That's just wrong. These are at the same logical level, and if you're going to control my formatting, then get it right. They'll get there.
Yerp.
Okay.
Right.
It needs an ID. It's possible to have a null description. Description you don't want to know. Description, it's at least 75 centimeters long. Or meters? What? No, 7.5 meters. No, 1.5. No. What is 6 feet? That's 2 meters. Anyway.
Yeah, roughly.
Okay, so that's enough. For now, we aren't sending any metadata, and that's typical for a proof of concept where you're not getting into error handling and stuff.
Oh, comments.
They will fix the indentation. Yep. Yeah, dark is a holistic system. I don't know about text code manipulation. It does use structural editing. It is structural editing. It's fill in the blank, and the blanks are dynamically created.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, it is a text representation, but it's not as text as you might think.
It's not free text.
Yeah.
Like, I can't just put a return in there. It is entered with text, but it is not free text.
Yeah.
It's not a file. It's not just, yeah. What were we doing? Okay, so Postman. Let's see the different results.
Yep.
Let's see it not get a 404. We should have done that as soon as we returned an empty list or an empty object. Okay, we got the products.
Actually, I'm curious. Yeah, I like this as a default. So as a default, it actually says yes. It says
JSON.
This is JSON. Like
Good.
Like
with UTF-8.
you notice I didn't have to like do a JSON dump to JSON.
Can you put an emoji in there? Do semicolon space or whatever that Windows short win semicolon. Yeah, stick something weird in there. Ooh, oh, thank you. See if it's the same char set.
I love the control enter. Control enter is
Send again.
send again. Look at that.
That's. Oh, okay. So it. I guess the octopus fits in UTF-8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. UTF-8 can hold any. The whole point is that it can hold any Unicode code point.
Oh, okay.
The 8.
Is the 8 a default?
So the 8 is where the first ASCII set. So the whole thing with the UTF-8 is that the first teeny little piece of it overlaps with ASCII, like is compatible with ASCII. So that first set that's
256?
127 characters.
Oh, is that only 127?
Yeah, because ASCII leaves room for a bit that's like a control bit. So it doesn't use a whole byte.
Okay.
It doesn't use a whole 8 bits.
Right.
So
Unicode is ASCII and.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So and then then it gets into 2-byte characters and 4-byte characters and yeah.
Well, what's the 8 in UTF-8 then?
That part of it fits in 8 bits. That first.
So some characters are 8.
Yeah, that first hunk of it fits into 8 bits.
Okay.
And 8-bit bytes, and then there's like further out you get this the 2 and the 4-byte. Whereas like UTF-16 starts with 2 bytes per character. Period. Like you don't have any. There isn't a part of the set that's single byte characters.
Yeah. Yeah.
As well as I understand it anyway, and I could be totally like getting that wrong, but that's my understanding.
I love how in computing there's always a level underneath what you think is a primitive.
Yeah. That's an interesting point about it can't innovate on everything.
Leo structured editing. What's Leo structured editing?
Look that up. There's a thing about innovation where it's like
Dark is already pushing it on the number.
There's
of
a budget. There's an innovation budget.
If you want people to see the main thing that you're doing differently, you can't distract them with everything else and make them learn everything else at the same time. Dark already asks a lot.
Yeah. There's a budget that you have. This looks like an Emacs thing.
I mean, just by the page layout, it looks like an Emacs thing. Yeah, or at least X Windows.
Yeah. Interesting. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pushing the edge of like what you can get people to learn at once.
So there's our products link.
They very reasonably rejected my request for hyphens in identifiers.
What? I thought you said they put that in there. In
No. They allow it in keys.
Okay, good. And see, that's reasonable because that's where it really mattered.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is working. You okay?
Yeah, I just got something in my eye. No bother. Please proceed. Ow, I'm gonna go put some contact.
All right. So I want to. Okay, that was boring. That was really easy. Of course, I knew that part would be easy.
The database behind it yet.
I don't have a database behind mine.
I know, but we can if we want to.
We could.
For fun.
I want to play around with doing the other.
Okay.
Go fix your eye. Interpolating quotes, yeah. All right, so I want to take a quick look at the Square APIs here. Can generate a nonce using the Square payment form and the in-app payments SDK. Okay, I want to avoid using the in-app payments SDK today because I don't want to mess around with a client. My other thing that I've been working on has a mobile client. Today, if I can avoid that, I would like to. So Square payment form will give me a nonce. So where do I find that? Because eventually we want a nonce that we can submit to the create payment endpoint, which is what I'm familiar with. For working code examples, see Connect API examples. I don't know where that is. Is there any final goal behind this stream? Yeah, you might have tuned in after I kind of explained it. I've been working on a client project that involved a mobile app front end done with Flutter, and that eventually charges cards using the Square APIs, but in between there's a back end. Which for this client project was built in Python on AWS Lambda. And the whole time I was doing it, I was thinking, man, this backend part, the part that was Python on Lambda, would be so much easier in Dart. And so I kind of want to play around with doing a reimplementation of roughly that backend in Dart. So I'm trying to find the fastest way of emulating the front part. Before you start, you have integrated the payment form into your web application. Payment form must be initialized with the location ID of the seller location, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you came back with more than you left with. Oh, nice. So, I'm trying to determine how much I need to do in order to get nonces if I'm not going to have a mobile app. And I have to embed a Square form into a page, which takes us away from Dark for a while.
Does it let us make we could put a front end on our Dark app that's just an operator interface? Because there was that tutorial about the spa.
The what?
Dark, Ellen, I think, just put out
single page app?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
Capital
I was thinking
spa.
like getting my nails done.
As long as you wear a breath trap.
Yeah. Yeah, I already answered that. Okay. So yes, we could do, we could serve the page using Dark. Let's make Dark a separate window, shall we? from our app.
Oh, good
our
idea.
Documentation windows.
Yeah.
And let's make it go back to full screen because I like it when it's full screen. It's pretty. So you want to actually like have a.
Can we see it fail first? I want to call Square and see. I don't want to do anything without a failure driving.
Yeah. Oh wait, Square?
You wanted a nonce, right?
Oh, you want to try and submit
Why
something
do you
to
want
it
to have
without
a nonce? Yeah.
Oh,
you want to have a
don't want to
nonce
start.
because it'll
Okay.
fail without a nonce. So make it fail without.
Okay,
a nonce.
so here we'll start with.
Make our charge call.
Yeah, so we're gonna. So here's what I'm gonna do here in Postman. I'm gonna create a new tab for this rather than over here. I guess I could have duplicated the tab. Ooh, actually, I want to find out if that's easy.
Duplicate current tab.
Beautiful. Okay, we're gonna change this to a post.
And we're gonna call it charge.
Yeah, I called it attempt charge in my last thing I was working on, so I'm gonna call it that here because it's actually that's semantically correct is attempt charge.
Okay.
And then what we do is we say, first off, we have a product ID because we don't. One of the points of having the back end is we don't submit like here's the amount of money that we're charging to the back end. We submit here's the ID of the product we want to buy.
Which is going to drive us to put the products in a database so that we can retrieve it by ID.
Right.
Okay, good.
Right, but for now.
I want to do that part.
Okay. Well, yeah, that could we could do it. I mean, we could do that, or we could just do it the way I did in the Python. Did you see that?
No.
I just had a hard-coded list, and then I had a get penguin by ID.
Well, in Dark, it's not any harder.
That's true. One of those things that's not any harder in Dark. Then.
In Dark, I mean, why wouldn't you throw it in a database? Because throwing in a database is about
free.
as hard as spitting. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
And spitting like when you're in the shower, so you can't miss the bathtub.
That's true. Some people have trouble with spitting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not good at spitting, and if I like spat now, I'd probably get it in my lap or someplace like on your keyboard or something. But it's not that hard to create a database in Dark.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a product ID. It'll be a mask ID, I think.
Breath trap ID.
Breath trap ID.
We're not calling them masks.
Okay,
masks are breath traps, but not all breath traps are masks.
Fair. All right, so let's say we want to get a 202, whatever that one was. It was one of them. And then, description field, that's cool. Oh, you know what? I'm putting this in params, but I actually...
Where are params?
I actually want to do this in the body as JSON, but I'm going to show you something cool in a second.
Yeah. Postman just fixes it, right?
Yeah,
or lets you copy the whole thing or something.
So I'm going to stay here for now. The other thing I want is the nonce, and that's actually all I need.
You can only get one at once. Okay, right now you can only get one.
Yes.
Limit one per customer.
Limit one per
very
transaction.
High demand.
Yes. We could call this a source ID. So Square also calls
like an authorization kind of nonce?
Square, yeah.
Or I entered my payment information nonce?
It's the Square on a mobile client. The Square SDK presents the card entry form. Somebody fills in their card stuff. It submits it directly to the back end to Square and returns to your application. It calls back into your application with a nonce that represents we validated that card.
Okay, so can we call it like card validation nonce then?
Yeah.
Because calling it nonce would be like calling it string.
Square also refers to it as a source ID because it is a source of money. Okay,
well that's way too vague. You could call it card validation source ID and I'd be good with that.
Can I just call it card nonce?
No. You could call it payment nonce. Okay, that's fine.
All right, so there's our crappy nonce. Now, I didn't want this to be query param, so I'm going to go to bulk edit. I'm going to Control A, Control X. I'm going to go over to body. I'm going
Form
to...
data
Nope, none of the above. We need this to be raw.
And then it'll let you pick...
JSON.
Well, that's complicated.
And...
Go ahead.
It's less complicated than doing that from curl, than translating that into JSON in curl.
Is that JSON?
Not yet, but...
It's not that smart.
Yeah, okay, it's not quite that smart.
You need, like, fucking quotes and shit. Ugh.
Fine.
Is that an int or a string? Probably a string. The ID?
I had it... I'm trying to do it the way I had it in my demo app.
As an int?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Payment nonce is an int?
Are we happy? Yeah, we're happy.
You sure that's an int?
Oh, nonce
That's
should be
gotta
a
be a
string.
string.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's just way too limiting for that. There we go.
Yeah, there was probably a way to paste that straight into JSON, whatever. Good enough. We are now happy. Now we send.
And we should get our favorite 404.
Are we collecting histories? Let's go ahead and save responses too.
Okay, great.
That's another of the things I like. History.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's our 404.
History helps you do science because it really helps you compare what you got this time to what you got last time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Well,
and this is a history that I could share. Like, this whole workspace is something that I can share with the team, including its history, all of the tabs,
which gives you reproducible experiments.
Yeah, it's like sharing a REST notebook with,
like a lab notebook.
Yeah. With the team, which is what I think is kind of cool about it. Because it's all cloud backed by default. All right, so here's our 404.
There it is. We push plus and something appears somewhere. All right, there it is. The temp charge.
Yeah.
And what's the response?
So you want to try and actually send this over to...
Well, first, I want to return an empty object.
Okay.
And I want to see a difference in Postman. Because one of the games of... this isn't TDD. This is trace-driven development in this case, but that's fine. Create a new trace, get a different result. How many times can you get a different result is part of pushing your iterations to smaller. Mm-hmm. A different result that is in the direction that you want.
Yeah, that's a thing that I tell people when I work with them on TDD is you know, when they ask, like, well, at what point do you, like, drop down to a lower level of testing or go up to a higher level of testing, you know, integration testing or something like that. And I say it's all about how long it's been since I got a different outcome. Not necessarily a passing or failing outcome, but how long it's been since it changed.
Yeah.
If I've been doing little code, then running the test, then doing little code, then running the test, and the whole time the test output hasn't changed, it's the same failure over and over again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a different failure is
failure is fine. But if it's the same failure over and over again, then I'm like, okay, I need to drop down to a lower level where I'm getting new failures.
Yes. Because you really want to know that what you did made a difference, and specifically the difference you expected it to make.
Okay. Any chance you could increase the video quality to 1080p? It's very blurry. Is it not?
Can we make the font bigger? Can we just make the font bigger? Because...
Well, so there's no reason it shouldn't be in 1080p now. That's what's weird.
Oh, okay. You expected it to be in 1080p because last time we tried to stream on my computer, the video is too high res and it got super jerky.
Yeah, that was...
So that was bad if you get it too high res. So we'll mess with it since Avdi thought it was 1080p already. But you can't change this like while on stream. You have to stop and change it and start again.
Oh wow, it's okay. Yeah, it's not 1080p. All right, we're gonna go offline for a second.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Also, we can probably increase the font size.
Yes. Let's. Oh. Okay. I love giant fonts. Also, I mean, I have a hard time seeing it from here. You can tell because I like injured my eye at it earlier.
Don't poke your eye out with the monitor. So, what were we doing? Okay, so we sent this. Oh yeah, we sent this, and we now have
an empty result.
Yep.
Okay, this is the part where in real life I want to. Okay, step 1, send a failure result. We weren't able to communicate with Square. Make sure the front end can handle that. All right. Good. Give the front end something, and then try to give them something better.
Yay.
All right, we're happy now.
All right. Well, I frickin' changed it. Oh my god, Twitch.
We can make the fonts bigger.
Yeah.
So you changed the resolution, not the...
Did I not save it?
What? I hate streaming sometimes.
Streaming is the worst.
Except it's the best, but...
Oh my god, what the hell?
What the fuck? That said 1920 when we clicked go live.
Jesus.
That's terrible.
Hang on.
Plus.
Out of curiosity, did this go back down? Yeah, it just keeps like changing this down for us as soon as we go. Yeah, it just keeps like as soon as we go online.
Hush.
So Twitch hates us.
As a research project for another day, this is not the time to research that.
Yeah.
We are trying to research our... Can you push Control Plus about 8 times?
I already did.
No, about 8 times.
There's
More.
4 more.
More.
I can't see anything on here.
Yeah, shrink that. Make that go away.
I don't think I can make that go away.
Shrink it then. No. Oh, so as far as it shrinks. Well, we did... Okay, anyway, there it is. Payment nods, blah, blah. Let's talk to Square.
Yeah.
You could shrink a lot of things. You just have to tweak it a lot. Oh my god, make that... that's... More bigger. Beautiful. I love that.
I don't.
I think it's great. And you know what? I get to pick this time because for other people it's even smaller.
Yeah.
I think that's a gorgeous font size.
I usually am a fan of really big, but this is...
Oh no, I'm a fan of bigger.
This is much.
NB for me. What does NB?
No biggie.
No biggie. Okay. No bother. So make it do something. Let's make a temp charge do something.
All right. So let's actually call the
Square API.
Square API.
It's probably going to involve. Well, eventually, it's probably going to involve some secrets and stuff. But we can get a 401 before we hide the screen and deal with that.
Yeah.
Ooh, response JSON. No, that's not what we want. I want request JSON. -H Square version. Authorization. Good. We can get that wrong first. Content type. I'm a big fan of getting it wrong first.
Yeah.
Like consciously wrong. I know this part is wrong. And then seeing if the error tells me that's wrong. And then I'm happy and I can change it. But usually I find some surprises of something else being wrong first. Ooh, an item potency key. Dark has some way of generating GUID. So the negative of creating a whole new language system is you have to implement all of those libraries that everybody always needs. And, yeah, the one thing I really don't know about Dark is its ecosystem. It's like dependency manager and ways for other people to create Dark libraries, because that's essential. App fee money.
That's interesting.
App fee money.
That's different from the signature of the calls that I'd been making. There might amount money, that's what I'm used to.
Okay.
App fee money. Okay, that's different. I see. All right, I'm good now.
Okay, so we
connect.squareup.com/v2/payments. All right, so what you're saying is you want, oops, yeah, let's leave that in place.
Okay, so we want, okay, this is the hard part where you need to generate, yes, that's good, Square response.
Yeah.
Is there like a Unicode character that makes a square? Can I use it in identifiers?
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay, but that's just part of the word. Square _ response. This is not going to work. I love it. That's a great variable name.
Yeah, it's already really confused. Like, you can't see. Yeah, it's like the thing that's being deleted is ahead of the actual, like, line flat cursor. It's confused.
I'm a great tester.
Yeah.
What? You were fine.
No, it should be charge response.
Oh, okay.
Square response is too vague.
Also, it makes me think of responses that go in a square. HTTP. Okay, you found it. All right, so you have a square URI there. Beautiful. Curly braces.
All right, now this is, yeah, it's JSON. So we need a body.
Just give it curly braces, please.
It doesn't do JSON by default, does it?
No, we'll put it in the headers.
No, we have to actually encode the JSON. We can't do that with curly braces right here. We have to do that in a variable above here.
We do?
Yeah, it doesn't submit JSON by default.
It doesn't?
No. No, it submits, like, URL encoded or something, as far as I know.
It doesn't listen to the headers? To the content type in the headers?
If it did, that would be extremely unusual for any, like, that would be the first HTTP library I've ever used that does something like that. I don't think it does.
Can we make it send to something that we can receive? Yeah, we can. We can, because we can make it send to itself. Oh, yeah, which gets to a good point. So if I was in Python, and you don't have to respond to this, you can do something while I talk to the camera. If I was in Python or something, and I wanted to test the HTTP library and see what it would send, and it would be like, where can I just stand up an endpoint and see what I got? I might do that in Dark. Because Dark would just pop me up a 404 and I could look at the trace immediately.
What do you want me to post this to? What's the thing? HTTP bin? What's the service that gives you a free endpoint?
Dark?
Oh, good point.
Built with Dart, or might as well post it to this workspace.
Yeah.
avdi.breath drops. I like this name.
Too long.
.com. Great. Query dict. What's the query?
Doesn't matter.
Query parameters, headers. Okay. So, yeah. Good. We should be able to see our 404. Oh, we didn't send it. Send it to something. /test me or pretend charge or something.
Whatever.
Okay. I don't want to define. Okay, that. We want to see that trace. We made a couple of them. There they are. How do you delete one?
Oh my god. Okay, things are freaking out already. Let's see. Alright, this is what I care about.
Well, you didn't put the JSON headers. There's the body. It's a string of JSON. That looks cromulent. Did you see full body?
Yeah.
See, that looks fine. Oh, look. It even sent content type application JSON.
Wow. I'm not sure I'm okay with that.
No, it's because, so body is any. If you give it a string, it's going to give you a string. If you give it a JSON, if you give it an object.
You're not giving it a JSON, though.
If you give it an object, it assumes JSON.
A
That's
dict.
pretty reasonable. A dict.
We don't do objects here.
Thank you. If you give it a dict, oh, a nice, that's it. The neighbor's dog is so pretty when it's quiet.
All right, I stand corrected. You can give it a dict, and it pumps out JSON, which
I was wrong. You don't even have to tell it headers JSON.
Deeply uncomfortable with.
Why?
After like 20 years of using HTTP clients, that you have to explicitly tell them like that send the data through unmolested, and then you encode it yourself.
That's your problem, honey, not Dark's. That's like, oh my god, I've worked so hard at this for so many years. I'm not okay with it being easy.
I can see that in dark that's probably not ambiguous. My worry is ambiguity.
Dark is a typed language.
Yeah.
I mean, it accepts many objects as body, but it's going to check the type of the thing that you send back.
Yeah.
And it explicitly recognizes that a dict is JSON. If you wanted it to send something unusual as the body, you would need to encode it into a string. And if you sent it a string, it's going to send exactly what you sent it. Right?
Yeah,
So,
I guess that's reasonable. It is typed. It's not ambiguous. It's not like it's noticing squirrely brackets and doing something special based on the fact that it sees those.
right, because it's not a string.
Yeah.
If we sent it a string with curly brackets, it would not put quotes around key 1.
I still think it's doing the wrong thing with those, because it should just be form URL encoded. Should be the default for that.
You think?
Yeah, because that's like the standard.
Okay, let's play. Change the headers to form URL encoded.
Okay.
Actually, well, okay, those are the third argument is query parameters, presumably.
Damn it! I thought they had a shortcut for that.
Yeah, headers. Type headers. Response with headers. Sign and encode with headers. No, there's another one. There's another
Maybe
one.
they took it away.
Try HTTP. Response with headers. Response with text. Anyway, I'm sure that's a way to do that. And I'm sorry, honey, if that's the old standard, but it's not the modern standard. I mean, really, what did we want it to do? Send JSON?
I mean, you're not wrong.
It used to be URL encoded. Who does that anymore?
A lot, actually.
Web pages do that. But this is not a web page.
Yeah. All right, whatever.
See, this is us doing science, though. Look how much shorter
Building
that
a
is.
theory, yes.
Yeah, we are. Because you had a theory that it worked one way. And I was like, try it. And sure enough, it just worked unexpectedly. Authentication error. Excellent.
Props to Square on this. Look at this detail
that's
here.
Beautiful.
Your request did not include an authorization HTTP header with an access
That's
token.
the most
header value is
beautiful
expected
401
to be
I've ever
of the
seen.
format.
It's even a 401, not
Yeah.
a 403. Like most people give you when it's really a 401.
be of the format bearer token without quotation marks, where token is to be replaced with your access token.
Oh my god, that's so
For more
beautiful.
information, see docs.connect.square.
There's a link.
Add a URL.
Would you screenshot that for me? Because
Yes.
that's fucking beautiful.
Yep.
That is how it should work.
Oops, wrong button. Wrong button. Right button.
Look at that gorgeous error.
Yeah, that is the best.
Look, there's an email to report it if you get it from a client library. Oh my god. Because they have client libraries.
Stunning. I'm
I'm
in
going
awe.
to tweet that.
I am too. I don't know why it is so common for this to be gotten so wrong.
Usually
But they
it's just
got it
401.
right.
Well, yeah, so there's a thing that generally you never want to throw a 500. You generally want to hide your errors. But yet this is a help and guidance method.
Yeah.
Message. It tells you how to get authorized because oh my god, it's almost like Square actually wants you to be able to call it successfully.
Yeah.
It's great. Love it.
Wow. Do we have any comments?
Most APIs are JSON, so why not make it default? Exactly.
Because the web
Because
isn't about
reasons.
because the web isn't about APIs.
Because I know what it's supposed to be. Because etymology.
Because the web is for hypertext. That's why.
There was a great tweet today. I forgot who made it. Dang it. Oh, it was Romeo. About
Only developers think the web is supposed to be for APIs. The web is for hypertext. We happen to have put APIs on top of it, but the web is for hypertext. It still is. That is
post
still the.
isn't. This
What?
is a post.
Yeah, it is. What do you think you do? What do you think post? What do you think forms do?
Dude, nobody uses that.
Yeah, that's how forms work on the web.
Yeah. Back in the day.
No, they still do.
Okay, some of them still use, some forms still use that. And
even
to be
if
fair,
even if they're
use
using
that,
JavaScript to submit, they're still using post.
Sometimes they use URL encode. But hey, this is a backend. Square, why doesn't Square ask for URL encoding? Because they want you to call this from a backend.
True.
They want you to call this from a backend. We are calling it from a backend, so our effing backend defaults to JSON. Like it should. Because this is not URL encoding, because this is not a front end, because this is not coming from... The web is more in the browser.
All right, yes. This environment is API native. It is web API native. Mm-hmm. I will give you that. I'll grant you that. Yeah. It is not part of the hypertext world.
Yeah. So an API, an HTTP client for calling APIs from a back end defaults to JSON when you pass it a dict. If we were in the REPL, then maybe you would want it to default.
It is damn convenient.
These young whippersnappers, all they have to do is push a button. I don't know what goes into that button.
I don't feel bad for sticking up for the web being...
We have a comment that this argument is delightful.
We tried.
The web is for spiders, indeed. Yeah, writing documentation is hard, and getting that documentation into the error messages, help and guidance messages where it belongs, even harder.
Yeah.
Because usually the people who have control of what's in that error message and the people who know what the other people need to hear, very different humans.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, this is super fun. Make it do something else.
All right, you're going to need to get a bear token.
Okay. Do you need to use your special one?
Well, let's try an unspecial one first.
You have an unspecial one?
I can make one up.
Like 12? Okay.
All right, where are the headers?
Request. Ooh, actually, this is good. So our objective is ooh. Okay. Point about good error messages. Do they let you get a different one faster? Your request did not include an authorization header token with an access token. So let's try giving it an invalid access token.
Yeah, that was my plan.
Yes. And if that gives us a different error message, I'm going to clap again.
Authorization.
Yeah, different from authentication. You don't care who I am. You just care. Oh, okay, sure. What does that do? Great. Oh,
malformed.
Monkey butts are malformed. Well, they're malformed.
You get another screenshot.
They're perfectly valid monkey butts.
All right.
Okay. This is great. So send it bear or something. Yes. More monkey butts. But different monkey butts.
Different monkey butts.
Okay. Request could not be authorized. This is what you usually get.
This. Okay. So this is what this. I'll bet you we got through a layer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice. So they have a layer of let me help you.
Yeah.
And now we actually got to the actual authorization system.
Yep.
And it was like, no.
Yep.
No monkey butts.
No monkey butts.
Not getting there. Not getting there with monkey butts. Okay.
All right. I'm going to go get another beer.
Do you want me to create a Square app or the database?
You are much more excited about creating a database, so you should probably do that.
You noticed? Okay. All right. So moving on from the Square authorization, when we want to form, when we want to really form this response, he had that up, didn't he? Where is that? The payment form. Verify the buyer. No, that wasn't it. Here. Where did he have that? This probably. Yeah, here it was. Amount money. Okay, so app fee money, total money, blah, 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 blah. He seemed to think that amount money was the correct. No, that's not what we want. Connect Square Up V2 payments. Square Up V2 payments. That looks like the API he was calling. but I suspect all of that, the card stuff, can be replaced by a nonce. Source ID. This can be a nonce. So that's what we're going to send. Item potency key. We're going to need to figure out how to do that. I'm going to start making placeholders for this. Item potency key. There. And that needs to go in, right? That's in here somewhere. I'm not seeing the thing ID created at amount money. Status, source type, bloody. That's not in the example yet. Oh, that's the response JSON. What? Why would I want to see the response JSON? I want to see the request JSON. Oh my God, your scrolling this thing is not working for me. Why would I want to see the response JSON? I sure as fuck wouldn't want the card details. Last 4. Oh, okay, it's not the full card details. It's not PII. But it does give us the expiration. I didn't really want that much information anyway. Okay, and so the curl is showing me the request information. Item potency key is in there. Great. Item potency key. Oh God. Okay. The hardest part of dark is typing. I am not kidding. Because it's not straight text. Now this red doesn't actually mean error. It means I haven't tried this. I guess like I have a reaction to that red. That the red is like, Jess, you're doing something wrong. But it's not that I haven't done something wrong. It's that it hasn't tried this yet. Because if I push this green thing, the red is gone. And I mean, I know it was an error, and it was an authorization error, and that's not weird. Anyway. But the red in here, so this red means I really need to do something. But that other red means I have changed something and I haven't run it yet. Which doesn't seem like it should be red to me. Yellow, maybe? Blue? Purple to get me excited? I don't know. Where was... No, not error descriptions. What are this? Okay, so I've scrolled. Okay. Source ID, we know about that. That is... We actually expect to get that... Source ID. So that's here. We send that as that. And we expected to get that in the trace. And how do we get that? How do we get from the... Yeah, there it was. It was payment nonce. How do we get this out of the... How do we get that out of the body? Yeah, I'm struggling with this.
I was going to bring upstairs.
Dang it, we'll go get them then. How do you access the request coming in? Request? Okay, there it is. Never mind. Payment nonce. Okay, there it goes. I got it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so source ID. Actually, I don't like that being all the way down there. I'm just... I love... And this is like a thing that's encouraged in dark. Let me pull out everything that I need. And... fuck! But fucking let me fucking type! Oh my God! Okay. Calm down, Jess. Try again. Oh! Okay, let me do that. Now. Would you... Okay. I am trying to delete this and replace it with source ID. It is so much harder than in any editor, okay, except Vim before I knew it, I've ever used. Or actually, okay, the worst editor of all is Vim when I don't realize I'm in Vim. Okay. Right. See, I was complaining about how this is red when it doesn't mean I've done anything wrong. It just means I've changed it since I last tried it.
Yeah, I hate that.
I don't want red for that.
That's a bad color.
I just don't want red. I want it to be like pink or something.
Yeah.
Okay, amount money is required. The amount of money to accept for this payment, not including tip money. Okay, developers taking as a fee, whatever. But that does not have the required.
Yeah, no,
that has
required.
Beta required. Okay, so it's probably.
If you want, I can punch up the lambda code that to crib from what's actually.
Oh no, wait! I was supposed to say rah 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 when you say lambda.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Anyway, those are the only things that appear to be required. Amount, currency. Oh yeah, there was my thing. It was bugging me that you had price without a currency.
Oh yeah.
Your price was like 2,000, and it used to say like
to
cents.
do it right, you have to have a currency,
fine.
and it would be nice to indicate that the number is cents. Yes.
So okay, so I can say amount money, and right now I can say I think it was amount and currency. Amount. Oops. But okay, when it says 200 USD, does that actually mean dollars or does that mean cents?
Cents.
I mean, on one hand, I know it means cents because you need to do. I know better than to store money in anything than an integer value of cents.
Yeah, this is one of those things that like anybody who does APIs in money has so ingrained in them that they forget they need to tell people. Because like you just don't, when you do financial software, you just don't do dollars.
No, you don't do dollars because floats as money is like the most evil thing. That's a mistake that everyone makes.
Yeah, and not every programming system has a decimal type. I mean, if you what?
Okay.
It's true.
And even if they do, a lot of them are faked.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out that actually numbers are hard.
Mm-hmm.
You would think that computers would be good as numbers, and they're not.
And even if they do have a decimal type, often it's much less performant than native, like much less performant than native integers.
Oh. Yeah, so, I mean, the correct way to do currency in US dollars anyway, or in any, well, I guess, okay.
It has to be the lowest increment that you actually use.
Right, and that's the thing. So a currency, such as US dollars,
is really US cents.
Comes with an inherent increment,
yeah.
a minimum coin value.
Mm-hmm. Which is cents, not dollars.
Which is cents. So, in a sense, the amount of US dollars is in fact in hundredths of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And
which is something that anybody who does financial software has just internalized at this point, and they don't think of it any other way. But for the rest of us mortals, it's very confusing.
Right. I mean, I figured that was cents because that's how you store currency. But I mean, that's because I've been doing this for a while.
If I had defined the API, I would have argued very vociferously for amount _ cents.
No.
No? Or
Do
amount
rubles have cents?
Amount in cents. They all have a equivalent.
Yeah, they all have an equivalent, and it's not fucking cents.
Is it not?
No.
Think about this for a second, because cent just means
hold on.
hundred.
In Polish, you have whatever. There's a Polish word.
Because cent just means hundreds.
They're not all hundreds.
Oh, okay. If they're not all hundreds,
why should they all have to be hundreds? I think some of them are nickels, for instance.
Like that's like the smallest.
And some of them are wholes.
A tenth is the smallest.
Or a nickel is a 20th, but.
Oh, 20th, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, there's nothing that says it has to be hundreds.
True. I just thought that most currencies broke at this point.
Anyway, currencies break down into something.
Into like.
And there is some standard.
Thing, but I guess,
and hell, even if there's only nickels in a currency, like my kids, Ren is good at spotting irrationalities in the world. And they complain about why do we have pennies? It costs more than a penny to make a penny. Why do we have pennies? Historical reasons. Because it's going to be a tough change to not have pennies. And this is why.
Yeah.
Because if we start, when you buy something at the store, do you round it to the nearest nickel? Or do you round it to the nearest penny? And what do you do? Or do you only round it to the nearest nickel if it's a cash transaction? And continue rounding to the nearest penny if it's an electronic transaction, which is what I would vote for personally so far, because we have discussed this. Anyway. Okay, so the actual unit of the amount is dependent on the currency and is not the same as the currency.
Yeah.
All right. So we're having bitched about that sufficiently. So see this red, there was some red. Wow, fuck! How did that happen? Jesus,
here,
fuck.
let me keyboard.
Okay. Anyway, that red is not the same as the red of you're doing it wrong. And I need some water before I pour some more wine. Okay, so I wanted to get to the database part, but to get to the database part, I started going through what are the actual keys. This is fun. What do you want to do for authorization?
Well, okay, fine. We'll just keep doing this then.
No,
Mm-hmm. Wait.
Because I'm not getting different errors. So I want to get to the authorization part.
Okay. All right. So table all that for now.
There's a way to do this in test mode.
Oh yeah. We can get a sandboxed.
Yeah, that's what we want.
So let's go over here. Let's go to developer.squareup.com and let's go to apps since I happen to have that in my history. Apparently I have to log in again. Hey, look, there's my email address.
You don't have to look up your password.
Nice. All right.
Oh, breath traps.
Traps. We'll call this one. And
now I can tell you the chat again.
Open.
Maybe. There we go. Even Bitcoin has a finite minimum. Wow, cool. Falsehoods programmers believe about currency. There's no universal rule for currency, except that the base unit you think of is almost never correct. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. How do I save that? Because that's great.
All right.
In lots of finance, you do end up building systems for tenths of.
I am going to expose the sandbox. Actually, where do I want to put
gas
this?
is usually priced as 9/10 of a cent. That's true, which is bizarre, but.
Does
Shilling weren't as hundreds.
Hey.
What? These comments are interesting.
Sorry. Does Dark have a env, like an environment store or anything like that, or are we just putting things in functions?
Just put things in functions.
All right.
We know how to do that, and we know where they hide. Okay. Ooh, I missed a bunch of things. Recently wrote a fun auto hotkey script to make it easy to save clipboard screenshots to folders. It was fun. Should be yellow. Yeah, I agree that it should be yellow instead of red.
Oh, it did. Apparently, it didn't
or a
like
tiny
that
question mark sigil. Yeah.
What the hell?
R. Montgomery says, I had the same issue earlier with their feedback. I thought my code was broke, but it was really just that I hadn't run a trace through that function yet. Yeah, I was super confused and thought my code was broken. It wasn't. Yeah, red means broken. Red means fix something.
Ugh. I dislike your function name requirements. That's just, there's no good reason.
What did you try to call it?
I just tried to start it with caps.
Really?
Tried to make it all caps.
Really?
That's all.
Yeah, why the F shouldn't it start with a cap? Really? That's your problem, not ours. Fix it. Anyway, but not urgent.
Wait, is that the app ID? That's not the app ID, is it? It is the app ID. All right. And
custom keyboard shortcuts. I don't know any custom keyboard shortcuts. Yes, editor is trying to be guiding to the point of overbearing. Yes, this is fill in the blanks, and we will determine where the blanks are. Are you gonna? Okay.
It's a sandbox token.
Okay, we'll just delete it later.
Yeah. So I'm not too worried. Although I could, you know what? Here.
Darkest editor plus language. You might as well make a feeble attempt to hide it.
Yep.
And then if we fail, we'll just delete the app. Whatever.
Desk,
tenths of a cent. It's totally a thing. In finance, you end up building systems for tenths or hundredths of a cent for that reason. But Square does not need to support that. Unless they want to support gas stations, and even then, I think gas stations probably wind up charging my card the roundy-uppy thing. There's no universal rule for currency, except that there's no universal rule for currency. Yeah. Even Bitcoin has a finite minimum. That's good. Excel uses floating point doubles for currency. Seriously? That's got to be historical reasons. That's terrible. Function naming should support Unicode. Oh, you know, someday.
Dark, damn it, Dark.
What's it doing?
When I can get this to come to the foreground, I'll be able to work on it again.
Right click. Oh, no, that doesn't work. Can you move the other one out of the way?
I guess I'll have to.
I'm sorry.
Damn it, Dark.
Usually things come to the foreground.
Yeah,
this kind of... Oh, God.
Not always.
This UI is so hard.
Are we streaming again?
To implement.
Just, can you check?
Were we not?
Well, I had secrets on.
Oh, you mean, is our shit on the screen?
Yeah,
our shit's on the screen.
Damn it, Dark.
I think it's supposed to come to the front.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking graphical UIs are so hard to implement.
They are hard.
Okay, what were we gonna do? Were you able to get an error other than authorization denied? That is what we want.
Okay, let's see. What do I...
Please put the authorization up here and build the string up there.
Okay.
It's just... I learned from watching Ellen in her videos, just put frickin' everything in a variable. Although the negative is that it's going to show it to you, but it's going to show it to you anyway, and we're just going to delete. No, you can't let it let. You can't name it let. Thanks. Okay. And make that be bear plus whatever.
Oh, yeah. It's plus plus, right?
Bear space. And then, yeah, plus plus. Yeah. There it is. Space. Is it just your secret? You would know.
If I recall correctly, yeah, I don't think I need to do anything further on it, which is one of the wonderful... One of the nice things about bearer tokens. Remember, that's one of the things that changed with OAuth 2?
Yeah,
that you don't have to HMAC things.
It's the thing. Oh no, I don't have the Square API up here. That was over there. Okay, so instead of that string, we can give it bearer token, which it promptly displays on the screen. Whatever, we'll just delete
it's a
this
sandbox.
shitty developer app.
It's a sandbox secret.
Yeah. Now run it. Yes. Deny, unauthorized. This request could not be authorized. Okay, so that does not seem to be satisfying its bearer tokenness.
That's a bit disappointing.
Yeah. It's the right format, clearly.
I mean, there's more going on here, which is that there's no nonce, and, like, it could be giving us the wrong error.
But it does say not authorized.
I mean, there isn't a good nonce.
Sure, but that's different.
Wait, what is this?
And based on its things, based on the really, really good error messages that we got before.
Yeah.
Do you know the person with the I's and the J's?
What? No.
Okay. Well, they want to make a function called trumpet picture, and I agree. But that's a luxury for later. This is fine.
Could not be authorized. Why could you not be authorized? Let's see.
It's not. Where's the auth link? Please to describe the authorization. Give it a shitty format. Take the authorization header out, because it gave us a good description of what that should be when we didn't have an authorization header at all. Right? Get that good error message back. Take authorization header out at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that did not work at all. Oh my god. Oh, shit.
Fuck. Dark.
Dark. Damn it, Dark.
You know what, Dark? You know what I really want? I really want a button for fucking let me fucking type in a fucking text editor because you're doing it wrong. I want like a fallback to the everything else of you're doing it wrong. Yeah. And then you can bring it back and tell me it doesn't parse.
This is why structured editing hasn't happened. I've been watching this space for, 15 years. This is why it doesn't happen. Because you can never get it past that 99% point where people just start throwing their computers across the room, metaphorically, or in some cases for real, because it won't do that one thing right.
So
and
why
so
not
everyone's just like,
why not a fallback to a text field that then you bring it back and then you get the usual
because then
underline.
somebody gives them a regular text editor with a lot of assistance, and they're like, this is better than having a structured editor with a fallback. Like,
yes.
A messy editor with some assistance is better than a structured editor that just completely fails.
0.5% of the time. Yeah.
0.5% of the time.
Ever. That completely fails ever.
That's
Such
why
as that. And there's always something.
There's always something.
This is why we want free text editing with red underlines. And we don't want the red underlines to be for you haven't run this.
I mean, this is why the best structured editing experience I have ever had was in Emacs with par edit and Lisp, because it was assistance that you could always break out of at the point at that 0.5% point where it fucked up.
Yeah.
And you could just be like, no, fuck it, I'm gonna edit this as text because that always works.
Right, because we just wanted to delete a section, and we knew what we wanted to do, and we knew that the result would be correct after we were done. And it wouldn't let us do that. Yeah. Okay. Tell me about auth, you dumb fuck. Ugh. It got me the square developer.squareup.com.
All right, so here's that wonderful error message.
Got me beautiful to that thing.
We could have just looked at back in the trays, but yeah, anyway.
Okay.
Here's
Yeah.
Error message.
I forgot about that. Where token is to be replaced with your access token. Okay, good. It gave us a URL. Let's go to that.
Oh, I can't. You think I can copy that from the dark UI?
Docs.connect.
You gonna sneeze?
No, just something smells good.
Oh.
It's probably you. Squareup.com/API/connect.
Do you want me to do that?
No, I got it. I mean, since
you've got the other. Yeah, you've actually got another screen.
SquareUp.com API connect v2, which leads me to this, which gives me a 404.
Oh,
fuck!
We're so close.
I loved your error message so much.
Docs.connect.squareup.com/API/connect/v2. That actually sounds really familiar.
Now, to be fair, I didn't put the / mark on there because that was just a lot of typing, and I thought maybe I could get there off. So it's an OAuth access token, as far as I can tell. Where was your Python thinger getting it?
Yeah. Let's take a look at that again.
Didn't you have a special one?
Lambda.
We know about OAuth now. Doesn't mean we want to do it right this second.
Blah blah blah.
The mobile authorization API enables you to get a mobile authorization code. Yeah, but you're not taking in-person payments, right? This is a web app?
Correct.
Okay.
Right.
That would be the reader SDK. That would be a different thing.
Yeah, it's just a key. It's just the straight up. It's exactly what I was using there. The straight up Square App key without any special processing.
The secret?
Yeah. I didn't use the app. I didn't accidentally use the app ID, did I?
Oh,
well, I took it out. No, I used this. Yeah, it's secret. Yeah, that's the one. That's the correct one.
As far as you can tell, I mean, that's not normal for OAuth to use the app secret there.
Is it not?
No.
Oh yeah, but this doesn't go through the flow.
Square OAuth access tokens expire after 30 days. User account, application front end, and application back end. The thing is that we're not trying to do it like as a user, which is what OAuth is for, right? We're just trying to do it as this account. But
right, we're not trying to be. It's not on anybody's behalf. Oh wait, did I put it in the query? Damn it! Hang on.
Oh, did you?
I might have put it in the query.
No, it was in there because otherwise we would have got the clever error.
Maybe.
You put it in the headers. Yeah, this is talking about blah blah blah. As applications request and obtain permissions from a Square production account or Sandbox.
I don't know. I have a theory that it is
to make API calls on behalf of that account.
I have a theory that it might actually be the nonce is the issue. I think we should try and get the other keys correct.
It's someone with a Square account. I mean, if you want to, but
first off, let's get the item potency key, like something
use the
decent.
Square API Explorer to see the obtained token endpoint at work and discover more capabilities. We recommend only using Sandbox personal access tokens for development and testing. That's what we're doing. If a production application using a personal access token, can you get a Sandbox personal application token? Can you get a Sandbox personal access token?
That's what I have.
That was an app secret.
Well,
go look at the Sandbox thing.
So here's the thing. I know for a fact that this works.
Because it worked for you in Python.
Yeah. I mean, it's...
See, this is science.
It's like...
You have another circumstance where this worked with a valid nonce.
Submitting this with a valid nonce, this request works.
Okay. All right. And we want to get a valid nonce anyway. So it's legit to be like, can we get a valid nonce?
Yeah.
So we're deviating to a different task that I was hoping to get a your nonce doesn't work message, but apparently these messages are not as great as we hoped they would be.
Yeah.
That URI might work if I had the slash hash mark on it.
I have a secret thing to try, but I have to do this. This I have to do off camera. Sidebar. I do have to do this off camera.
Okay. So you turn off your
streaming.
If that's this computer. All right. Moving on. Okay, so I'm on board with your... Maybe when you send it an invalid nonce, it gives you fucking not authorized. In which case, forget you, Square. I am not tweeting about your good error messages anymore. Damn it.
We're peeved now. Peeved, I say. Well, but we don't know that that's the problem yet. So let's get ourselves a real nonce, which means a lot of work. Lots of work coming up.
Damn it. When I finish this bottle, I'm probably not going to do anything more intellectual than Animal Crossing today.
Rare.
Why is that game so satisfying? It's just moving objects around, which actually makes me feel better about doing laundry and various other moving objects around in the house.
What was I doing?
You wanted to get a real nonce.
Postman. No, not Postman. I wanted to go to avdi.
I don't know. What are you doing?
Breath traps. Built with dark.com/form.
Okay, so now we're building an operator interface.
Yes. Because I need a form. I need to embed a Square form if I'm going to get a nonce.
Okay, so this means we need to return from that some sort of HTML?
Yep.
Okay, so where was that tutorial about the Zoom Spa thing? I know I saw that come up in Slack or something. Come on. Intros. Showcase. Bugs? No, it wouldn't be in bugs. I think it was a notification.
Oops, wrong button.
I didn't do it.
All right, there we go. Hello world.
Yay!
Ta.
Okay, so are we gonna make the shittiest possible HTML form? Because I'm in favor.
Yeah, unless we can do this with we might be able to do this with assets.
Yeah, you can.
I don't actually know how to use those though. Clicking on it does nothing. I think maybe I have to like drag something in. I don't know.
Oh, clicking on it does nothing.
That's
kind of sad.
Yep. Maybe they haven't implemented that yet, or maybe I just have to like drop an image there or something.
Yeah, I would need that tutorial.
Yeah.
Okay. If I were to look for that, I would look for it at dark.com.
Payment form. You've integrated the payment form into your web application.
Oh, it's Darkling.
What's up?
Oh, yeah. Whatever. I guess Dark hasn't bought dark.com yet. Keep trying that. What, sir?
Doing new comments.
Well, whatever you want, son.
SQ payment form client side library to accept credit card and digital. Yeah.
There's just a few bites of sausage gravy left. You could put that
Not going to install Node.js. Not going to install NPM.
so that you can have some meat with your meat.
Am going to get my app credentials. Already did that. Download. I'm not going to download a project template. I don't want your project template. No. No NPM, no project template. Not happening. No.
Oh, Square. Fuck. Yeah.
Nope.
Like, give me the HTML for a shitty form, please.
Build a web page with SQ payment form embedded in it. Okay. Embed SQ payment form in a static web page. This I can do. Okay, required CSS data. A div with credit card fields.
Great.
A script which manages.
Great. Excellent. Does that have... That looks lovely.
Let's go ahead and make this into a... do you remember their little key binding for like refactorings and shit? Darks, I mean. Dark has a thing. You're supposed to press a button and
There's a button?
Pops up like extract variable and shit.
Oh.
Well,
No, I
Control
don't
X.
remember. I was going to try to find that tutorial. Our Montgomery says something, but... Oh, control one of the slashy things. That one.
Control backslash? Yeah, look at that. Alright, cool.
Thanks.
Copy.
Oh, we put it in variable. Good job.
Alright, so this needs to go in the head. So we'll do...
Okay. Response head.
HTML. Oh, let me embed. Oh, for God's sake, let me embed new lines.
Oh. That's a good test, yeah. There are new lines in there, aren't there?
Yeah, I pasted them.
But you can't just make them. It says hello world. Do view source. Developer tools.
Alright, there we go.
Okay.
Alright, let's check out what we're supposed to do next for this business.
What?
What did you do?
Never mind. Docs. Okay, let's see. I can't find this spa tutorial. Maybe Google will find it for me.
I have to add all of that HTML? Can't you make your own form? Alright.
What? What's wrong with that? What? Yeah, are you bitching about like those 6 lines of HTML?
Yes. Why don't they have like a JavaScript call that just inserts those 6 lines of HTML?
Look at them. They're nice. I like them. They're explanatory. I think they're great. I think they're fabulous. They have already styled it for you. This expresses what is in there, and then you can change it. Because if they had a thing that inserted it, you couldn't change it. I think theirs is perfect and wonderful. So there.
Right.
You can leave the hello world in there.
True. Doink.
Oh, watch out. There's a div. That's probably bad. Do you see that the div? Do you see the div? Oh, Jesus.
Well, that's mysterious.
Well, maybe it'll just work.
Also, pressing delete there doesn't do anything.
Yeah, maybe it'll just work.
It's just gotten lost at this point.
Just, yeah, see if it works. Pay $1. View source. Oh.
Yeah,
What
did
happened?
I delete a bunch of stuff when I...
Okay, no, it looks right. Okay, so the div is just a display thing. It's not actually wrong.
Yeah, I guess not. There's our body, there's our div. Div. Okay.
Looks cromulent. Did we get the nonce? Do you have developer tools open?
Hang on. I'm not there yet. It says there's another step. Add JavaScript to index.html. Add code to the HTML page to configure and initialize the SQ payment form object. We add script in the body because SQ payment form can only be initialized after the DOM is fully loaded.
That makes sense.
Copy and paste the following code onto index.html after to do add script. What?
Yeah. It's cool. After the form. Yeah.
Holy shit.
I think it's gorgeous. No, it's great.
Input
They
styles.
didn't hide it.
What?
Look, that is a fucking blank for you to do shit to it. I think it's great. That's excellent. I think it's great. You can do stuff with that. You can start with this and tweak it a little bit. Ah, it's beautiful.
All right, so add this to do after the to do.
In the body.
Let's see if I can actually do that. Hey, look, I can.
Okay, good.
All right. How far does this get us? That did doodly crap.
Okay. Yeah. Why don't we like see the form? All we see is the button. Would you please
form?
open developer tools?
What form?
Please open developer tools. Not just view source. Open developer tools. Control Alt I.
Control what? Control Shift I.
Whatever.
I mean, we've been looking at the form. It's this box. It's literally this box.
There's just a bunch of divs. Is it supposed to be a form, or is it just supposed to be a test thing?
Well, I mean, eventually, in theory, eventually it's supposed to arrange for these to be fields. But
okay, let's look at
apparently
the
I haven't done that part again.
Also, would you make the font way the fuck bigger so I can read it from back here and other people can read it from where they are? Please.
Okay.
God, thank you.
There's like
we
three more
We haven't
steps.
added the on-click. Okay, well, all right. Let's look at them.
Add JavaScript to handle.
Oh, make this way bigger. It's hurting. It's one more. Okay, thank you. I can read it now. Okay, so there's a pay $1 button click. Great. Great. Payment form, request card nods. Okay.
Paste code from
I
step
would love
114.
to have a little more time to stare at the other JavaScript. Oh, wait, what? Hold on. I'll tab. I think that goes, like, in there. Do you see? It doesn't go...
Why would a function go inside a function?
Well, it's JavaScript, but you're right, that wouldn't do much. Oh, this is so hard to read.
Well, it's easier to read here.
But it's just a function. Okay, make that 18 times bigger so that I can actually see it and then let me actually read it.
Okay.
God, okay. We have a div. We have a script. Replace with your sandbox application ID. Okay, you have one of those.
Yep.
So you need to do that.
Yep.
That's the payment form and is instantiating an object who is presumably defined up there in that script, which we loaded in the header. Okay, but this has to happen afterward. Initialize some placeholders. Okay. In the form. Then we make some callback functions. Response received is making an alert. Okay. Right now we're good. We just want that generated nonce, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we would like that. On get card nonce. Now if we look at, see, there's the on-click event that calls that function. Okay, So we need to define that function, and that is happening here, presumably in the global space. Okay, so we've created a payment form with placeholders, but it doesn't have anything in it as far as we know. We definitely need to do that. But if this is actually getting called...
Well, it says that we've got another thing to paste in so far. Another thing to paste in yet before it works.
All right, well, I'm starting to get an idea of some of what's going on and how they link together.
Add JavaScript to build the form. In this section, you add JavaScript to force the SQ payments form object to copy. All right, so after to do 115, then we replace then we provide the application ID.
Okay.
Then we don't.
We're not doing that. Yeah.
So this goes after.
There's the 115.
Let's see if we can actually paste
here. Is this
here.
114 the on get card nonce?
No, that's up here. What? 114 is up here.
No. We pasted that in. Did it say to paste that at 114?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So the 115 stuff should be after the on get card nonce.
Okay, hang on a second. After to do, paste code from step 115.
That's confusing.
It wants it right there.
Well, look, it says pasted after 114.
Yeah.
But in the example, it puts in the 115. Whatever.
Well, no.
It doesn't matter.
No. This is correct. Like you paste this in after the 114.
Okay.
And then it has this marker in there that's ready for you to paste in this.
Of course. It's fine. It doesn't matter. It actually doesn't matter because the function on get card nonce is triggered by the button, which happens much later than the stuff gets loaded. So whatever.
Yeah.
So good luck.
All right. Let's see.
I'm not even gonna look because it's dizzying.
It is dizzying.
You pasted it.
It's oh my god.
Tell me when it's gonna hold still for a minute.
All right. I attempted to paste it in the correct spot. This is horrible.
It's supposed to be horrible.
There's still not a form there. No, wait. Something's happening.
Wait, something's blinking.
It's thinking.
Look at all
It's
those
crunching.
iframes. Wow.
All right.
That's a lot of iframes.
All right, it did its magic.
Oh, look, there's all your credit cards. It probably won't show on the screen when you paste them in.
All right. 4 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. I think
Everyone's
that's enough.
favorite credit card.
All right, 12 21 1 1 1 and fuck you. 1 1 1 1 1.
Yay, an error. As we should, because we didn't do the authorization thing.
That's true.
We didn't put our app ID.
It doesn't have an app ID. So console. That is not
That's
what I
not
was
what we
looking for.
wanted to
That is
see.
not remotely useful. Thank you for nothing.
There might also be something useful in that mess. Why iframes? Why does it populate the forms with iframes?
Let's go ahead and actually put an app. Let's see. Let's go to. Do I still have one of these open? No, I don't. Developer. Let's grab.com/apps. And
Most
breath
people,
traps.
when doing development, spend more of their time already knowing what the fuck they're doing. I spend all of my time figuring out what the fuck I'm doing.
Copy. Do you think other people?
Well, yeah, because they're working on the same system all the time.
Oh.
Well, personally, as soon as I know what the fuck I'm doing, I'm bored, and it's time to move on.
All right. Help me find the app.
Oh, it was
there.
It was up higher. There it is.
No, that's documentation. That's a comment that says replace.
No, it isn't. The comment, you can't tell because dark blah, blah, with new lines. That is a comment
okay.
above a field
All right.
that says replace with application ID. There you go.
is some messy formatting.
Yes, but that's, I mean, you're not supposed to hard code HTML in a string in Dart. That's not. Okay, it loads all these iframes, which is bizarre.
4, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
You type a bunch of ones. Tab.
But the 4 at the start is important.
Okay. Yeah, otherwise it won't checksum.
Woohoo! An
Oh
nonce.
my
I want
God.
to copy it, damn it.
Oh, fuck. Seriously?
Well, that's a browser failing.
Go to the console. Well, we can change it to a console.log where you can print
Yeah.
it. Oh my god. How can I not? No, we're not typing that fucking shit. Go to the JavaScript and change it to a console.log so that we can cut and paste it.
Yeah.
Search for alert.
No, not that easy.
You know, there's a lot of things that text editors just got right that are really painful to reproduce.
That's
Okay.
the wrong alert. Here we go. The generated
Yo.
nonces.
I should not finish this, but I took
Oh,
your advice.
food that you couldn't finish. Okay, fabulous. Ooh,
That's
thanks.
with the dressing. There's a tiny little bit left if you want to ruin that. But
Awesome, thank you. Sorry.
All right.
Got your pants again.
yeah, actually, it was better than I expected.
Oh my god, it's so good.
That's really good.
Oh my god. Look, this is a meatloaf sandwich with sausage gravy on it with this like.
Oh my god.
We're streaming. Oh no, there's a big pile of sausage gravy under the desk.
Don't do this at home, kid.
Good job. Oh yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, we made this sausage gravy the other day, which has like apple cider in it, and it's amazing. From Cuisine at Home, my favorite food magazine. And then this is the last of the sausage gravy on a
Yeah.
meatloaf sandwich. That was my idea. I'm happy. Oh wow. Meat making other meat taste better. Oh, good. Good. That looks great.
Yeah. Pressing enter there didn't work.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's why we have semicolons.
Because what the fuck Dark does with the enter key is not usually what we want it to. Okay. Many ones. And a few twos. More ones. Yes. Cron. Xenon? Why did that say Xenon? God damn it. It was up there. It's up there. There it is, the Xenon. Is the Xenon part of it? I think it is.
Might be.
Okay, we got one. We got a nonce. Oh, you filled in the UID. Nice.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So either put that in the request from Postman or hard code it in there.
Let's hard code it for now. It's not the idempotency key.
No, it's a source,
Source
ID.
ID. Yeah, thanks.
No.
Authentication error. All right, I give up. We can't sell.
Let's go out on the
Masks.
porch and drink more.
All right. Bye, everybody.